Hello, Leo. Welcome back. Just jump right on in for Leo energy. Best advice for Leos watching. Best advice for their high success wisdom, Leos. Okay, it's about balancing something, it looks like. Let's see for Leo energy. I hope you know that the moon is opposing Mars today and Neptune, just in case you're feeling a little bit low energy or distracted for Leo energy. But it should be good because we have Jupiter conjunct Uranus coming up. Leo energy, please. New job, or maybe old job. She is good. You have psychic powers. You could be dealing with somebody that's very psychic. Let's see. Let's light a bit of this sage. It's beautiful. Okay, for Leos, best advice. Just want to dig deep right away. I just want to get to the heart for Leo energy. Best advice for Leos. Got an itch in my hand. Energy. Might have money incoming. Leo energy. Best advice for Leos watching. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. Deservingness, and then have courage to ask for and accept help. So let's see. This could be about reaching out to somebody, perhaps. I'm not exactly sure. A little bit of tension. Just give me a second. Okay. Leos. Leo energy. Messages for Leos. Forgiveness. Repairing the veil. So you could be trying to make up some kind of conflict that happened in relation to real estate with dating matters or romantic matters. Yeah, you could be coming to a high understanding or maybe a divine led. This could be a Sagittarius. We're getting strong Sagittarius here. Strong Sagittarius energy here. So they could have some prominent placements in Sagittarius. Let's see your best advice or other messages. Yeah, let's get your chakra. For Leos. Leo energy. Tell me about Leos, what they need to know. Leo energy. I want a message card, please, for Leos. Leos. Leo energy. Number 9 again. Leo energy. Jupiter is conjunct Uranus, so, or it's going to be. Leo energy. Messages for Leos, please. Best advice. Love is my guiding truth in life. I give and receive love effortlessly and unconditionally. Number 57. So there definitely could have been a conflict in a partnership or with a Libra. Right, okay. But there could be a new start here potentially. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting. I live in my truth, I communicate my truth, and I am the truth. Number 71. And what did I just say? A new start in a relationship. 71. 7 is a partnership or agreement or a contract in business, and 1 is a new beginning or an initiating something, being the leader in this regard. So let's get some extra advice for you guys. And it's feeling kind of tense, but now it's kind of going away as I'm delivering this message before your reading. So, Leos. Be playful. So keep it light, keep it easy. 51. This could be a new way of approaching romantic matters or dating or how you find expression or what you do for fun or your hobbies or your creativity. Transformation was on the bottom, number 11, which could be a gateway or 2 people coming together to form, a partnership. But let's get you. Let's do this for Leos. Leo energy. Tell me about what Leo's doing. Tell me about the situation that Leo's going through. There's definitely a decision here. You could be deciding between 2 people. Leo energy. One could be more provocative than the other. One could be very seductive. Looks like there's an apology here that wants to be made. Leo energy. Could be you are communicating. Yeah, you were trying to have a proper dynamic of give and take. Be careful you're not trying to take more or avoid your responsibility to invest. But anyways, let's see. What to finish with, you guys. I want to leave you with a piece of advice or something. Let's get you a rune card, maybe. Leo energy. Messages for Leo and Leo's watching that they can take with them to benefit them the most going forward, to help them and for the greatest good. Leo energy. Okay, Jera in reverse, which is about abundance, and this is in reverse. Could be a transformation. We're seeing a butterfly here and then Maynaz on the top of the deck. So we can look into what that is about. Let's grab. And spring is coming, and these two people are dancing with a butterfly around them with Dagaz as the rune. D-A-G-A-Z. So let's go ahead. And I want to see Maynaz because that was on the top of the deck. I hear a car revving in the distance. You might like to drive fast. Let's see, Maynaz rune. It's the Maynaz is the rune of human intelligence and the mind. Okay. Memory, learning divine structures within humanity. Okay. Mind and memory. Self-actualization, increase intelligence, memory, and mental powers, passing tests, unlocking the third eye, the mind's eye, activating dynamics of one's own inner higher self, or Christus. Awareness of our roles as a co-creator with the gods, mental and spiritual potential. Okay. In a spiritual sense, nobility refers to those who seek to comprehend the mysteries of life and who strive to master these mysteries for greater awareness. Access to the higher self, or Christus of the soul, and Leo is all about the heart and the soul, and setting that out into the world as creative expression, is not restricted as religions maintain. Even the staunchest atheist has path to enlightened being without ever having to profess belief in a god or faith. All humans can rise to this state as a perfected human, regardless of name, race, or creed. Christos is merely a Greek word which serves as a title given to any human being who evidences a state of unity with the universal mind or god or goddess. One could as easily use the word Buddha or in Buddhism or the illumined in Hermetic philosophy. From its very beginning, the northern spiritual tradition has maintained a path by which the individual human being can come as a Christus, that is, completely self-actualized person in time or lifetimes with great study of personal commitment. Okay, let's see. Maynaz is the rune of human intelligence and the rational mind. This rune is a particularly beneficial one for academic studies, tests, and any contests of the intellectual nature. If it is well placed when the task is dealing with matters that affect a society or entire civilization, especially those rooted in. It's interesting. You can probably find some more websites on Maynaz's rune, which means mankind. Maynaz runes means mankind. This is like Aquarius energy. Every decision we make either move towards our destiny or away from it. Whether we follow our destiny in the course of our life or not is something that everyone decides for themselves. So there was a bit of justice energy here. So there could be some decisions, some scales in the balance. One notices very quickly whether one follows it. If one is often ill and dissatisfied, it can mean that one is on the wrong path. If you decide to follow your destiny, you have to be prepared for some challenges. The path is certainly not always easy, but it takes us to a destination. There will be some lessons to master, but in the end, fulfillment awaits, so it'll be worth it. It also paints the recognition of dependence in marriage and promotes strength of mind, intelligence, and detachment from selfishness and self-deception. Generally, Maynaz and its interpretation refers to a single person, but can also represent a couple that is a unit. For the future, this means that someone is helpful to the person seeking advice and helps in the realization of a dream or project. Origin and meaning of the Maynaz rune. First and foremost, Maynaz embodies one's inner self in the context of a divine lineage. We all have a connection to a higher power, only a very few know how to use it. It is therefore the divine within us which we can form a connection. There is an intelligence within us that we can access when we open our inner eye. In some cases, this can mean a bond with a partner with whom we form a symbiosis or a very close person. That is why Maynaz also stands for unification and a ritual of blood brotherhood. Some beings belong together, they complement each other, and they are also bound to each other and therefore dependent on each other. With Maynaz, it's not only meant the unity of two people, also the unity of I plays an important role. Lastly, the unity of both hemispheres of the brain can also be considered as decisive. So you might need to be matching up your creative ability and your emotional side with your rational side. Only when these work together the human being achieves full potential. The two parts want to harmonize with each other, to go hand in hand. Maynaz thus helps to synchronize our cerebral hemispheres, and our body connects with our mind and our soul. When we look in the mirror, we see ourselves, but what we really see is only the outer appearance. We see what we show ourselves to the world. We also get this image reflected back to us by others. Whether we are really the way we want to be, we can find out with the help of Maynaz. Often something blocks the access to our true self. Is it the expectations from outside that we try to live up to? Are we standing in our own way? Do we compare ourselves too much with others? In any case, there's a blockage, a barrier that prevents us from seeing who we really are. You might have Neptune in the first house. Perhaps we have tried to fulfill the wishes of others for too long. In the process, we have forgotten what we actually want. Now we get the chance to explore ourselves and become the person we want to be. The obstacles can be cleared out of the way, the blockades removed. We just have to not get in our own way. And we must learn to let people around us be. Their views and desires can't change who we are. If Maynaz is in front of us, it's because it's time to find our way back to ourselves. The outside has been neglected. It is much more important to look within. What do I find here? What are my deep secrets? What are things I perhaps do not like for myself and therefore closed off? Far too often we create a false self-image of ourselves. This always leaves a feeling that something's not right and that we are not genuine. Only when we live authentically, we are in harmony with ourselves and can reflect this to the outside world. Wow. MENA stands for cooperation. Together we are strong. There is no shame in accepting advice and help. Another person can stand by us and broaden our horizons. It makes perfect sense to approach the steps as a team and not struggle through everything alone. If MENA's lies in the positive runes, they indicate that now is the time to implement our plans. We will only succeed if we do not reject the help of others but accept it gratefully. In combination with Perthro Ligaz, magical available. Okay, blah, blah, the easiest way to adopt to it. Okay, cool. Reverse. Okay, so I think we got an understanding of Maynaz, and I want to look into Dagaz for you guys. Dagaz rune. It's often used as a protective rune and drawn over doors and windows. Interesting. Success, growth, and progress. Let's see. I want to look at... Okay, let's look at this rune. Dagaz brings not only the message of awakening and clarity, but also transformation. And we saw a lot of transformation cards as well come out with a lot of butterfly energy. Dagaz has the awakening as a meaning. With her begins a mystical time in which all opposites such as life and death and darkness and light become one. Dagaz represents the balance between day and night. And what was I saying about justice and balance in this reading? Exactly. Okay, let's see. The Dagaz rune is often used as a protective rune to drawn over doors and windows. Only good things should come through these doors and windows, and darkness should stay away. Dagaz thus protects against bad influences. The light also represents growth, success, and progress. Life is a constant change that never stops, never subsides. This is similar to the figure eight, when we're transmuting things and alchemizing things into one form into another. When things that may have seemed contrary are related, when one chapter ends and a new chapter begins at the same time, the night gives way to the day and the day again the night, everything comes and goes in a never-ending cycle. The symbolism of light is widespread and often stands for enlightenment, awakening. Okay, interesting. Interesting. They're talking about like going back to that state of higher being. The light that brings clarity and dispels darkness, like Jesus and Buddha. Only through conscious perception of the gift, it remains with us. Oh, interesting. It often stands for enlightenment or an awakening, seeing the world with different eyes, the path of a higher being. The light brings clarity and dispels darkness. So it's basically enlightenment. It is time to act. The time has come to put our feet up. The time has come to put our feet up and work towards a breakthrough. In life, things rarely just fall into your lap. Of course, it can also be the rocky way to the goal. Here, it is particularly important not to give up, but to move forward steadily. Interesting. You should never lose faith or hope. Especially when one is in a time of transition, one's patience can be stretched on a silken thread. But Dagaz stands by one's side and makes it clear that this state is not permanent and that the first rays of light are beginning to appear on the horizon, especially as we're exiting Aries season. We just started Taurus season today, I think, or yesterday. No, today, I think. And so things are going to get more stable now and grounded as we move into, because Aries is the first beginning, so everything's chaotic. It rules war, it rules sudden conflict and outbreak, and the beginning, the start, the gunshot that signals the beginning of the race. And then Taurus season comes, which we're beginning, where we can finally start to get settled, slow down, put foundations. So one must not give up so close to the goal. You have to find the right balance between action and waiting. One should not force something too tensely, but also not refrain from trying to do something. If you stick to it, the breakthrough comes. And once the dawn has broken, the concentrated energy can flow freely. From that moment on, the next steps will be enormous, and the goal is within reach. A new day begins. A new beginning is imminent. New hope and optimism. Things can develop for the better. You do not let yourself be defeated. Wow. Interesting. Well, I do hope that helped you, especially with Pluto for the next 20 years. I believe it's going to be Pluto squares, I think Leo or opposes it. But, sorry, Aquarius, I mean. Aquarius, I think, opposes or squares Leo. But it's basically going to bring you these challenges so that you can really step into your plutonic power and really be able to assert control power over your life, set boundaries and whatnot. So, and go through the process of ending, putting an ending to things and restarting. But I hope that helped you. The more interaction, the more reading. So please hit like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.